Welcome and good morning. My name is Amanda Tyne, and I'm the Associate Provost for Graduate and Professional Education and Dean of the Graduate College here at the University of Iowa. On behalf of my colleagues, I'm delighted to greet all of you who've gathered here today to celebrate this important occasion. Graduates, I know it's been a long road. You've persisted through the highs and lows that come with earning a doctoral degree. This is truly a phenomenal accomplishment that should make you very proud. I'm so excited to be able to participate in this ceremony with you today, one that marks a very special and significant moment in your lives. I know I speak on behalf of so many of my colleagues at the University of Iowa when I say that we can't wait to see what you will do next. We know that you'll take all that you've learned with you as you go out into the world and do great things. You are our best and our brightest. We're counting on you because the future of our country, the international community to which so many of you belong, depends to a large extent on your knowledge and expertise to help solve local and global problems today and into the future. We depend on you because we know the critical role you will play in advancing future knowledge, innovation, economic development, arts, healthcare, and education, to name just a few of the areas where you have expertise. And perhaps most importantly, we're relying on you to be leaders in the kind of critical thinking that fosters complex problem solving and a path toward global understanding. The next phase of your lives will bring new challenges and opportunities. I remember how I felt at my own doctoral commencement ceremony. I remember how I was excited for the future, for me a new job and a move across the country, but I was also a bit terrified. Did I have the skills and knowledge I would need to succeed? I want to assure you that you do have the skills and knowledge you need. The accomplishments of your graduate careers that have come to fruition today have prepared you to move forward to face the opportunities and challenges the future holds with newfound confidence and perseverance. Friends and family, I'm happy you're here as well. You've encouraged and supported these graduates through the exciting but often stressful process of earning a doctoral degree. Your devotion to them is so important, and we're pleased that you're here to help them celebrate. Before we begin the formal ceremony, I'd like to pause to recognize a few individuals sharing this experience today. Ahead of the ceremony, we've enjoyed music from the Iowa Brass Quintet. Members of the quintet are Jonathan Allen, Michael Gauze, Kaylin Laundrie, Katie Ambrose, and John Rayna. Thank you for sharing your talents with us today. In addition, Robin Heiken and Kelly Neppel from Hands Up Communications are serving as American Sign Language interpreters for our ceremony. They will be interpreting most portions of the event, but because of the number of graduates, they will not sign the graduates' names. I'd also like to introduce you to my colleagues on the stage who are here to help us celebrate. I'd request that each of you stand when introduced. First, I'm thrilled to have President Barbara Wilson on hand to assist me in the conferral of degrees. I would also like to recognize collegiate leadership on stage. Pamela Wesley, Associate Dean, College of Education. Christine Getz, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. David Roman, Associate Dean, College of Pharmacy. Edith Parker, Dean, College of Public Health. Shelley Campo, Associate Dean, Graduate College. Nick Street, Associate Dean, Tippy College of Business. Dan Trinell, Associate Dean, Carver College of Medicine. Steve Varga, Associate Dean, Graduate College. H.S. Uday Kumar, Associate Dean, College of Engineering. And Russ Ganem, Associate Provost and Dean, International Programs. We're also pleased to have Ali Salem, Associate Vice President for Research, serving as our faculty marshal. Finally, if I could ask all of the graduate faculty members seated amongst the students to please rise, we would like to recognize you for your dedication to our students and for your participation today. Thanks to all of you. The candidates for doctoral degrees will now be recognized and inducted into the Academy of Learned People who have demonstrated the highest level of achievement, independent scholarship, and creativity in their chosen discipline. As students are introduced, faculty members will perform a hooding ceremony. Where possible, the dissertation advisor or collegiate representative will assist in performing this rite of passage. A hood will be added to the gown each candidate is wearing. This completes their academic regalia. The University of Iowa hoods are black and gold, trimmed in colors representing the degrees conferred. Rhodes blue for the Doctor of Audiology, light blue for the Doctor of Education, pink for the Doctor of Musical Arts, apricot for the Doctor of Nursing Practice, dark blue for the Doctor of Philosophy, and teal for the Doctor of Physical Therapy. We now come to the most important part of the program, the moment when we recognize each degree recipient. As I mentioned earlier, I'm joined by President Wilson, who will assist in the conferral of degrees. As we move through the ceremony, in order that each graduate's name be clearly heard, please hold your applause until all doctoral graduates have been introduced. Then we will give everyone a full round of applause. After the ceremony concludes, we would also appreciate it if everyone would remain in their seats until the end of the recessional. Graduates, President Wilson and I are happy to shake hands with those who are comfortable. We also welcome an elbow bump, a thumbs up, or just a nod of offered congratulations. We'll follow your lead in whatever seems right for you. President Wilson, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for the degrees Doctor of Audiology, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Before I recognize the degrees, I'd like to also congratulate and welcome our Regent who has joined us today, Regent Nancy Butker. Please stand up, Nancy, so everyone can give a round of applause to you. It's really special when one of our regents joins our events, so we're really grateful. And they travel from many places around Iowa to be here, so thank you. Okay, on recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate College, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree of Doctor of Audiology, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Physical Therapy, as qualified and designated. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Wilson. Would the doctoral degree recipients please come forward to be recognized?
Noah Zachary Laird. Pharmacy, hooded by Ali Oscar Salem. David Nakhla, PhD, Pharmacy, hooded by Ali Oscar Salem. Moala Kashia Banavti, PhD, Civil and Environmental Engineering, hooded by Carrie Hornbuckle and Craig Just. Megan Licia Lindmark, PhD, Civil and Environmental Engineering, hooded by Craig Just. Grant Cooling, PhD, Pharmacy, hooded by Dave Roman. Aisha Arfour, PhD, Pharmacy, hooded by Marie Elizabeth Gainey. MD Yusuf Ali, PhD, Human Toxicology, hooded by Corinne Greiger. Hanyao Yuan, PhD, Psychological and Quantitative Foundations, hooded by Jonathan Templin. Fan Fei, PhD, Industrial Engineering, hooded by Xuan Song. Amy Lynn Lemke, PhD, Social Work, hooded by Man Guo. Guo Chung, PhD, Geoscience, hooded by Charles Foster. Jonathan Russert, PhD, Computer Science, hooded by Padmini Srinivasan. Joseph Ryan Jalinsky, PhD, Integrated Biology, hooded by John Logsdon. Christopher Youngstrom, PhD, Integrated Biology, hooded by Qilin Chang. Alicia Sue Wetzel, PhD, Genetics, hooded by Benjamin Darbrow. Zhongchuang Liu, PhD, Biostatistics, hooded by Ryan Cho. Krishna, Madhav, Nukala, PhD, Integrated Biology, hooded by John Manak. Milad Mohebali, PhD, Educational Policy and Leadership Studies, hooded by Jody Lili. Megan Bartlett Chase, PhD, Educational Policy and Leadership Studies, hooded by Brian Ahn. Tina Nicole Mim, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by James Shepard. Sung Tek Park, PhD, Mechanical Engineering, hooded by Frederick Stern. Mackenzie Marie Spicer, PhD, Biomedical Science, hooded by Rory Fisher. Grant Christian Walters, PhD, Neuroscience, hooded by Rory Fisher. Yu Deng, PhD, Biomedical Science, hooded by Hu Xing Shui. Lena Thompson, PhD, Community and Behavioral Health, hooded by Sato Ashida. Carrie Lorigan, PhD, Anthropology, hooded by Glenn Story. Blake Hudson, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by Edward Gillen. Janaka Abesinghe, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by Edward Gillen. Dulamini Akanayake, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by James Glower. Christian Haas, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by John Aletti. Lee Tung, mathematics, PhD. Jin-Young Koh, PhD, biomedical engineering. Rayna Chae Narvaez, PhD, counseling psychology, hooded by Martin Kivligan. David Drewstrup, PhD, counseling psychology, hooded by Saba Ali. Onyinye Oyeka, PhD, Health Services and Policy, hooded by George Webby. Joseph B. Mattingly, PhD, Music Composition, hooded by David Gomper. Lindsay Alleman Goldberg, PhD, Political Science, hooded by Brian Lai. Laura Michelle Stevens Petrock, PhD, Biomedical Science, hooded by Stephen Varga. So Lu Ton, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by Chris Pidge. Eric Michael Brown, PhD, Chemistry, hooded by Ned Bowden. Brittany Allen, PhD, Biomedical Engineering, hooded by Kristen Worthington. Hae-Sun Kim, PhD, Music Education, hooded by Abby Dvorak. Mahdi Ekbali, PhD, Economics, hooded by Nick Street. Betty Liu, PhD, Business Administration, hooded by Daniel Collins. Austin Moss, PhD, Business Administration, hooded by Paul Hribar. Vitaly Yevlev, PhD, Biomedical Science, hooded by John Engelhardt. Emma Louise Herbach, PhD, Epidemiology, hooded by Sarah Nash. Tyler John Snelling, PhD, Communication Studies, hooded by Jian Kang. Laura Ashley Boddicker, PhD, Counselor Education, hooded by David Dyes. Gadidra Natasha Washington, PhD, Counselor Education, hooded by Noel Estrada Hernandez. Anit Shah, PhD, Biomedical Science, hooded by Thomas Rutkowski. Karen Carter Clark, PhD, Genetics, hooded by Anne Emily Quiddick. Alan Scott Pritchard, PhD, Biomedical Science, hooded by Leanne Allen. Venkata Ramana Sabayana, PhD, Biochemistry, hooded by Ernesto Fuentes. There we go. Jared Thomas Grove, PhD, Applied Mathematical and Computational Sciences, hooded by Colleen Catherine Mitchell. Mitchell James Riley, PhD, Applied Mathematical and Computational Sciences, hooded by Colleen Catherine Mitchell. Tanner Leon Grover, PhD, Chemical and Biomedical Engineering, hooded by Alan Guyman. Huayang Fang, PhD, Chemical and Biomedical Engineering, hooded by Alan Guyman. Megan Christensen, PhD, Chemical and Biomedical Engineering, hooded by Charles Stenier. Jin-Hyun Lee, PhD, Physical Rehabilitation Science, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Kristen Johnson, PhD, Physical Rehabilitation Science, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Joseph Bentley Lesnak, PhD, Physical Rehabilitation Science, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Ollie Kallner, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Jonathan Albert Klein, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Tristan Robert Brown, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. McKenna Catherine Lloyd, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Katrina Gravengood, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Jordan Hoyman, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Michelle Loren Hafner, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Richard Kemp Shields. Cassandra Lee Kirkman, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Zoe Esther Keinenberger, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Dana Bailey, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Ben Martin, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Ethan James Patterson, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Hannah Van Roekel, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Kathleen Sluka. Caitlin Marie Purpey, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Laura Fry Law. Emma Renee Van Matron, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Laura Fry Law. Gabriella Jo Peterson, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Laura Fry Law. Adriana Marie Printy, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Laura Fry Law. Nicole Colonna, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Laura Fry Law. Melania Julia Torchalski, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Louisa Schweigel, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Jake Carey, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Kylie Lynn Kelchin, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Kaylee Torok, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Sierra Jo Stitz, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Carly Langhurst, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Emily Renee Sogstetter, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Mackenzie Diane Schick, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Taylor Joe Skibut, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Megan Tousley Straight, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Nicholas Yenser, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Ruth Shimenti. Riley Sean Bertram, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Stacy DeYoung. Sarah Jo Deckers, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Stacy DeYoung. Jacob Ryan Dupree, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Stacy DeYoung. Ben Schuff, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Stacy DeYoung. Megan Marie Stitz, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Stacy DeYoung. Nicole Lata, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Stacy DeYoung. Elena Mae Peterson, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Darren Casey. Anna Catherine Fletcher, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Darren Casey. Zoe Hicks, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Darren Casey. Nathaniel Seberg, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Darren Casey. Haley Keller, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Darren Casey. Kyle Jewell, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy, hooded by Darren Casey. William Curtis Veach, PhD, Civil and Environmental Engineering, hooded by Gabrielle Villarini. Ji Chen Zhuang, DMA, Doctor of Musical Arts, hooded by Kenneth Chae. Chi Kyu Kwok, DMA, Doctor of Musical Arts, hooded by Kenneth Chae. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, everyone. It's now my pleasure to ask one of our newly minted doctors, Moala Banafti, who just received a degree in civil and environmental engineering, to say a few words on behalf of her peers. After we hear from Moala, President Wilson will give us a send-off to conclude the ceremony. We would also like to invite you to join us for a reception honoring our graduates immediately following the ceremony. There will be cake and punch both in the Stanley Cafe and on the main floor here in the Hampshire Auditorium. Moala.
Okay, so funny story. The remarks aren't printed out here in front of me, and that's okay. I know she's running really, really hard to try and find them, but I don't want you all to just be sitting here and waiting. Well, first of all, another round of applause for our graduates. And I don't know her name, but a round of applause for her, because she ran really, really fast to try and find those. Well, good morning to all the family, friends, staff, faculty, administrators, and new doctors in the auditorium this morning. I know, right? All of us have worked so incredibly hard to be here and stay here. We have made it here despite a global pandemic, a second civil rights movement, a climate crisis, family emergencies, and the list goes on and on. We thank God for his endless grace. I was honored when I was asked to write a speech for today's ceremony, and though I like to think of myself as a good public speaker, I admit it was difficult for me to come up with the words appropriate for such a momentous occasion. But it just so happens that the day this speech was due, I was substitute teaching a class of 9th graders at my old high school. And then it dawned on me. I looked at them and I saw myself in 2011, at the ripe age of 13, naive to the world yet full of hope for my future. And I thought, wow, I wonder what that version of me would say to the Dr. Banafti version of me. So naturally I asked them, hey guys, what would you say to someone that just finished their doctorate degree, like encouraging words or advice? And here is what they had to say to you all. 1, I'm proud of you. You pushed yourself. Wow, you must be so confident. You overcame your obstacles. You got used to new habits. You're an adult. That was my favorite one. It's a new world for you. Be comforted in your accomplishments. Be ready. Rely on others to check in on you. Appreciate your friendships, both the ones you gained and the ones you lost. And keep trying new things. This was by far the wisest group of 14-year-olds I have ever met. But that aside, I actually don't want you to take advice from a random group of 9th graders that you've never met. I want you to take advice and congratulations from you to you. Take it from the younger version of yourself or your inner child that saw endless opportunities for you to do good with your life. Go forward knowing that you have impressed and exceeded expectations of your younger self, because you should be proud of yourself. 2, you will continue to push yourself. 3, by now you are confident. We all defended a thesis to be here, which means, as my Nana would say, we know a little something about a little something. 4, you did overcome your obstacles. Oh, and it's on the back. 5, to get here, you had to build new habits, and that's a life skill. From now on, when things get hard, just build new habits and it'll work out. 6, you are an adult. 7, this is a new world for you. 8, you have accomplished so much, and that should be comforting because if you did it once, you can do it again. 9, you are ready. 10, you should rely on all the people here for you in this auditorium today to check in on you, and you should be doing the same thing for them. 11, you gain friends and you lose friends over your lifetime. Just make sure that you're a good friend. And 12, lastly but never least, keep trying new things. I know that this was a short speech, but to be honest, I think they said everything that needed to be said. So with that, congratulations to the graduating doctoral class of 2022, but not from Dr. Banafti, from 9th grade me to 9th grade you. We did it.
Wow. Thank you, Mala. Many people don't know this, but I worked all last year with that incredible woman. She managed to juggle graduate school and shared governance, leading our graduate student leadership group, and I'm pretty in awe of her, frankly. So I think we can see through her words what we do here at Iowa, and we know she's going to go off to do great things. And she just earned another degree here by managing the stress of not having her notes and doing it so gracefully in front of so many people. So I think, you're ready to be a professor, frankly. That's what that tells me. So let's give her another round of applause. I'm so honored to have been part of today's ceremony, to be here with all of you this morning, graduates, to celebrate this incredible accomplishment, and to watch all of you get hooded today. It was an amazing, amazing moment for all of you. And, a graduate degree is a team effort. So I would really invite all of the graduates to stand up, find your family in this great auditorium, and give them a big round of applause, because you couldn't have done it without them. So please stand up, look at your family, and give them a great big round of applause. Family and friends, supporters. Yeah. Thank you. It is a team sport in everything we do. So right now, graduates, I am just so honored to say to you, you've made it. You've made it through a huge journey, a huge part of your education. I don't think there are any more degrees. Well, I guess you could go off and do a postdoc, but then you're done. There's nothing left after this. And we know you're going to move on to new pursuits, and we thank you for working so diligently on your professional education and for choosing the University of Iowa for doing that. We know you had many choices, and we're honored that you were here. You've contributed significantly to our educational and our scholarly excellence here. You've been engaged seminar participants. You've been collaborators on research projects, and many of you have also taught classes and worked with undergraduates and even graduate students to sharpen your teaching skills and to contribute to our students' educational experiences with fresh perspectives and new knowledge. And you've contributed to our community and even to the state of Iowa. Many of you have been involved in specials, public service activities, and research activities that have touched the lives of so many people that we care about. As new doctoral graduates, you are at the forefront of change. You've heard Moala talk about that. Everything's changing, and that change is only going to accelerate, both professionally and its society at large. I know that the intellectual growth and professional skills that you've developed here at Iowa will help you adapt to, and I hope lead, the change going forward. I look forward to seeing how you will contribute to a better future for all of us. And even though we're saying farewell, you of course will always, always be part of the Hawkeye family. Your work here has made an indelible mark on who we are, what we strive to be, and what we will be going forward. So now, I have 3 things to ask of you. First, wear your black and gold Hawkeye colors wherever you go. We see Hawkeyes everywhere. We're going to see them in Nashville in a week or so. We see them at Mount Everest. We see them in China. We see them everywhere. So please wear your colors proudly. And black and gold are good colors, so it's pretty easy to wear those colors. So wear your colors. Second, come back to visit us. We want to hear how you're doing. Your faculty want to see and hear about your successes, and we will welcome you with open arms anytime you visit. And third, please continue to support and advocate for the University of Iowa. No matter where you go, this is a great institution, and we need your help in making sure the world knows that. So once again, congratulations, graduates, doctoral graduates. Good luck and best wishes for great success in the wonderful years ahead of you. We are so very, very proud of all of you. Thank you, everyone. We invite you to join us at the reception after the ceremony. Thank you.